Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Ready to break.
Mike by four. Hey, Marcus.
Any weapon. Hey, Zoo.
Go.
Throwing on first down. Humphries. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First down.
Come on, set. 50, plant.
54, Mike. Watch a slant, watch a slant.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
High 7.
2nd and 3. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Yo, Jackrabbit, come on.
Operating from the gun. Humphries looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Terry. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Yo, faster! Now.
After the penalty, it's Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Fair.
Check. Slam.
Hard. Be driven.
From the gun, Humphries taking a deep shot here and this is caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Mecole Hardman, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bullet good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set. 10 logo.
54. Right, 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the
Pilot. 64. Weak. Ready, ready.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Stay with your man. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Check your hot read.
Shoot.
He'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
A good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Look at me. Zipper.
54. It's a party now. It's a party now.
Go.
Watch safety quickly. Safety's quick.
Hey, lock it.
Watch twist.
Let go.
Operating from the gun, Humphries. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Terry. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
Ready.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Humphries. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Terry. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. 4-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points. points, get that 0 off the board. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
It's Hill, complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Ready,
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Go. Hey, exit. Now.
Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So the loss of a yard, and now 2nd and 11 from the 24-yard line.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, Humphreys. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden,
and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Justice Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Second and 6, just inside the 30. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. dime look defensively for the Lions on third.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Check that.
Roll out.
From the gun, Humphries. And that is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop.
Hey, Delta.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Check that out. Check it out. Check it out.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Packers 14, Lions 7.
Ready, ready. 18 Gator.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Hey, Haywood. Hey.
He's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey.
Buzz. Hit it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, orbit. 54.
Operating from the gun. Humphries over the middle, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, When they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Three down. Hey, box truck. Recon, 132 fighter. Shoot.
From the gun on 3rd down. Humphries over the middle, complete. It's Hernandez. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Humphries completes it to Hardman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st down, Green Bay.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Watch the screen. Let's go.
On 1st down, it's Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Record.
2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
They'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Hey, high 7. Hit it.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, wahoo! 2nd and 1.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now Hill. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run for it with Hill. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Ready? 30 base.
At the 11-yard line.
Smooth.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check. Watch 54. Hustle. You can't block me. You can't block.
They'll run it with Jones. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
All day, every day.
Leo.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is fielded at the 7. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
61, matchbox lights.
They'll set up a throw. And this is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
X3.
They give it to Hill running right. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
No. 6-6, pull it high. Bravo. 54, right there.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Open man, it's Allen. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Caught by Allen. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Exit. Go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. They complete it to Hill. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Down. 50, plant.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Check 43. Hey, let's get that ball, D.
Get it.
Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Hey, exit.
53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Yeah, that's what I do. Mike, 53.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Going for it all. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home. 44's the Mike. 44's Mike. Check. I got you, Pop.
Go.
They're going to look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll try to get the offense going with Hill. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
70, Indy.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 2nd and 5. He completes it to Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Jones breaking from the contact. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A big run there by Jones. 44 yards. Nothing fancy there, a little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you...
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up!
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 37, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
First down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Come on, D. Ready.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Come on, boy. Come on, shoot.
On second down now, Slade. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Target.
Back to throw. Humphries. Incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one may be his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
A gain of 15 and a Packer first down.
Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's first and 10 at the 19-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Slade. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. and I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm on.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, Slade. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Let's go. 30 base.
Mike 54. Watch twist. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Slade. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Packers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Slade. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. This is fielded inside the 5. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Push him back.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The intended receiver there, Allen, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get up. Go.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back to throw here. That one complete to Hill. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Greystone, travel. Tight dog. Look, squeeze. Hey, zoom. Hit it.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 10. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Tonight's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Green Bay, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.